That's where we begin tonight. A nationwide crackdown on synthetic drugs includes one arrest right here in Austin. That bust hitting over 30 states from coast to coast. The Drug Enforcement Agency announced today the results of Operation Logjam. They seized 19 million packets of synthetic drugs like bath salts and spice, including hundreds of thousands of pounds of material to make even more. Additionally, more than $36 million in cash was seized, and they made more than 90 arrests. In particular, a big bust with bath salts here in Central Texas. 3 kilograms delivered by mail from China led investigators to an apartment in Northwest Austin on a tip. And that tip turned out to be really right. This bust, the largest of its kind in Central Texas history.
I was shocked. Well, because I thought I was in a safe community.
Ellen doesn't want us to use her last name or show her face because nothing like this has ever happened where she lives. And frankly, she's a little freaked out.
There was nothing that would tell me. There was no way I would know. I didn't observe anything. Everything seemed normal. People would come in, people would go out.
Wednesday afternoon here at the Ranch Apartments, an undercover officer posing as a delivery man delivered 3 kilos of methadone, street name bath salts, to apartment 322. The drugs were purchased from China and shipped to this man, 27-year-old Jesse Olivieri, who was arrested and charged with possession of a controlled substance.
This substance is really dangerous.
Last month, we spoke to a local drug treatment center about the dangers of bath salts. Angela Vickery is the director of admissions at Austin Recovery, a drug rehabilitation center where they are seeing more and more patients using the drug.
I think with a certain population, the younger population, it's seen as new and edgy. It's the current drug on the scene. It has an amphetamine type feel to it, so there's psychosis and there's paranoia involved.
Just this month, President Obama signed a federal ban on bath salts, making them illegal.
I was really, really amazed to have that in our area.
Back at apartment 322, officers found other illegal drugs and 3 firearms, including a stolen handgun. Ellen, whose young grandchildren visit often, is having a hard time wrapping her mind around it.
For the drug dealer, they are in our community harming our children. We have to know up to date what is out there for our kids.
Well, we are expecting to learn more about this local bust at a news conference scheduled for tomorrow morning. Now, while authorities have seen bath salts more and more on the national and local level, we wanted to find out exactly how big of an issue they really are. Well, in 2011, members of the American Association of Poison Centers reported more than 13,000 emergency calls, all about bath salts, up from just 3,200 in 2010. That growth has made the drug more tempting to make. In today's raid, the DEA says it found $36 million in cash and more complicated bath salt manufacturing facilities.
They actually, rented out commercial space. It was large scale. We're seeing more and more of those.
Well, still, use of bath salts remains much smaller than most other drugs. The National Study on Drug Use found 1.5 million Americans used cocaine, 5 million used painkillers, and almost 17.5 million used marijuana.